transit effect in the year 2022 till 2023 April. For rising sign, according to your rising sign, you can pick that. Jupiter's transit effect in the year 2022 to April 2023, according to your moon sign as well. Choice is yours. Jupiter represents professional knowledge, professional ability, professional skill set. Jupiter also represents marriage relationship. Jupiter also represents birth of a child. If you're a professional consultant, or if your profession is purely based on your knowledge, ability and skill set, then Jupiter's transit effect quite important. You should learn about this particular transit. If you want to get married and you want to know exactly is the marriage windows open or not, then you please learn about Jupiter's transit effect. Again, is very important that you learn the marriage windows open for you this particular time. If you're a young married couple and want to conceive a baby, again Jupiter transit effect are quite important. Leo, Jupiter's transit for you. Jupiter represents professional knowledge, ability, skill set. Jupiter represents your marriage relationship. Jupiter represents birth of a child in your life. So Jupiter transit of Jupiter in 7th house, Leo, from 20th of November till 13th of April 2022, from 20th November 2021, it'll carry on till 30th November 2022, transit of Jupiter in 7th house. And during this particular transit, Jupiter is transit through 7th house, Leo. This brings in some good time in your life. You may expect to enjoy material, physical comfort, material comfort, acquiring property, pass through your leisure time, being entertained, even expect to be honored by higher authority, decision maker. A good time could also be expected in your social life. You may expect to meet a good friend, people of distinction who could also prove to be beneficial for you. Personally, you would also be noticed with smart speech, intellectual eminence. This time may make you stay outdoor, performing a lot of auspicious deeds. Health would remain fine. Your profound character and bodily grandeur will be noticed at this time. You're likely to experience fulfillment of desire and comfortable home. Single may consider trying the knot and couple may consider an addition to the family. If you are married, you're likely to enjoy heightened bliss with your partner during this particular phase of time. Jupiter transit in 7th house during this phase of time. Your intimate one-to-one encounter with other people can show the aspect of yourself of the world around you. By and large, this transit favors the formation and maintenance of all kind of partnership, including romantic relationship or marriage relationship. Although this transit by itself does not, I'm not going to say, is it giving all kind of partnership. Marriage is also one of them. But it not only focus only on marriage. Nowadays, this is like a amalgamation with people around you. In business is also represent that. Let's focus on that. There's all kind of partnership happen with the Jupiter transit in 7th house. But during this time period, you will encounter with people who can help you in different ways to accomplish your objective, what you want to achieve. And you approach all relationship with the idea that you and another person should help each other, listen to each other, work with each other, taking care of each other, be friend to each other, then it will work. You're not inclined to go it all alone, no. You would be well advised not to. No. In this now, when the Jupiter transit 7th house, you will be very much in need of another person's assistance, not because you are weak individual. No, not at all. But because the other person can fulfill you where you need it. Individuality. This is also a good time to call in for professional way for any kind of assistance, especially if you need any assistance like a lawyer, doctor, consultant, counselor. You need it. The other person will be there. Any form of consultant, even astrologer. Don't take this transit for granted for your own might overlook some detail that could trip you up. No. Don't try to get more than you do. No, do not overestimate what you are to get that could get into trouble. No. With other Jupiter transit, this one requires certain amount of moderation to get the most out of it. Jupiter is referred to foreign places and people are from abroad. So this transit could indicate that partnership or close relationship with a foreigner. It could be indicating a relationship with someone whose background is sufficiently different from yours. And you must expand your view and your understanding of the world simply to deal with him or her. Any intimate relationship at this time will certainly have a consciousness expanding effect upon you. In other words, refrain from narrow-mindedness. Broad-mindedness will help you. If you marry under this influence, your partner is likely to be a very sober person, a very established person, very respectable person, very wise person, philosophical minded. Yes. So whenever you face any of the following problems, complications or circumstances, when Jupiter transit in 7th house, so let's talk about positive and negative. With the Jupiter transit in 7th house, if you are going through personal conflict, lack of personal happiness or comfort, if you're going through loss due to fire, theft, or cheating, deception, fraud, if you're going through joint venture losses or loss of reputation, if you're going through financial crisis or legal conflict, if your 2nd house is occupied by any other planet, 1st, 2nd, 5th, 7th, 9th, 12th house is occupied by Saturn or Venus or Mercury or Rahu. Leo, transit of Jupiter in 8th house, starting from 13th of April till 30th of April 2022, will carry on till 22nd April 2023. Transit of Jupiter in 8th house. Leo, transit of Jupiter in 8th house. So may I say that during this time period, with the Jupiter transit in 8th house, this mostly brings some disappointments, and health would require proper attention during this phase of time. You like to develop a lot of health issues. You feel exhausted at some time. Your work would require your full 100% effort to see the successful completion of the project. Avoid any unnecessary argument or concentrate more in your field of work. Hold on tightly to your position and honor. This particular period also signify loss of the status, with some sort of a humiliation. You may even have to face punishment from the higher authority or government authority. And if you are involved in a litigation, then you will be fined or punished. Keep a close eye on your finances and beware of thieves, thugs and unnecessary expenses. If you are planning to travel, it would be good idea to avoid it during this phase of time. This travel is likely to be troublesome, may not give you the expected result. Stay away from any argument with your family or friend. This might create new enemies for you. And moreover, the behavior is likely to become irritable, merciless, rash. Try to maintain calm at this time. Jupiter transit in 8th house, traditionally this transit indicate inheritance, but not all the time you're getting inheritance, because Jupiter coming to the 8th house, minimum 6 times or 5 to 6 times in your life. That doesn't mean that every time Jupiter appear in 8th house you'll have inheritance. No. Most of the time you'll get some sort of a help, support, grant or loan. Yes. Is that money you haven't earned it, somebody's giving you the money. That's kind of situation. Jupiter transit in 8th house is, may I say that you'll get the benefit from other people's resources. But this is a good time to enter into relationship which you and another person have a pool of resources, such as business partnership. This is a good time to request a loan from the bank. And this transit can offer you the loan. It's a good time to negotiate any kind of a grant from local authority. You might achieve a grant. A lot of time people are willing to help you some way or the other way. There will be many powerful ways to this Jupiter transit in 8th house create significant changes, and you will be given the support and you will be rescued. It's also give you much understanding of the psychological patterns that operate in your life. If you have recently been through a very rough time, stress, and this particular transit will help the healing process within you. Sometimes this transit can indicate time of religion, spirituality, spiritual regeneration, what you used to call conversion experience. Certainly you would derive greater benefit from studying occult exercises, spiritual exercises. But whenever you're going through the following problems, complication or planetary occupation situation, number 1, bad debts, Number 2, major obstacles, delays. Number 3, opposition from higher authorities. Health problem, relationship conflict. Third house is occupied. Fourth to seventh house is occupied by Mars or Saturn. 12th house is occupied. Second, fifth, ninth, 12th house is occupied by Mercury, Venus, Saturn, or Rahu. Then please do the following task. Task number 1. Do donate 8 kilogram turmeric powder to temple in Langar for 8th Thursday. It will change the Jupiter for best. Second task. Do donate food in Langar during Amavasya time. Raise you completely. Third task, bury 6 kilogram black salt on the ground cultivated land on Saturday morning. Change the whole equation. Fourth task, do wear astrological activated fine quality golden yellow sapphire in right hand's index finger. Gives you prosperity, authority coming back to you. Precaution, do maintain your good relationship with your father, parents, please. Please do press the bell for like and kindly share this video with your friends and family and become our subscriber. Then we can inform you a lot about the contents and also inform you about the live show streaming consultation. You can participate in those live shows every Wednesday UK time 12 till 2, every Friday 12 till 2 in afternoon UK timing, and Sunday afternoon 12 till 2 UK timing, and 3 p.m. till 5 p.m. UK time Sunday. And we can also share with you weekly horoscope, monthly horoscope, yearly horoscope reports. But for Jupiter's transit effect, if you really need tasks, precaution, chanting for overcoming any kind of complication created by the activity of Jupiter or any kind of a hassles, then kindly visit my website prakashastrologer.com and acquire your yearly horoscope report according to your moon sign, according to your lagna sign. Choice is yours. Then you can implement all the strategies linked with task, precaution, chanting and achieve your best for your own betterment. Wishing you all very best of luck.